How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be taking you through how to build completely a little bit unethical AI generated training programs and meal programs for your client. Create a document that it gets housed in and you can email that off to clients straight away. Or you can put in a little delay, but let's jump straight in. So there's a couple of things we're going to need for this one. I'm using Typeform as my form to fill out, the clients are going to fill out to actually generate the programs. Now, the reason I'm using Typeform, I think it is the most aesthetic form software out there currently, and it just makes for a really good client experience. We're going to be using Anthropic Claude. You can sub this out for ChatGPT if you're a ChatGPT kind of guy or gal. However, I'm just using Claude. I find its responses are a little bit better. And we're just going to use Google Docs. So making sure you've got access to those. I'm going to go through the whole thing from start to finish. So let's jump right in. And the first thing we're going to start off with is actually the Typeform. So I've got this little document here of my prompts, and I can share this below if you are after it. However, this is exactly what we're going to need to put in to create our original form. So I'm creating an onboarding form that will collect information about clients in order to receive, order to deliver a training program for them. I need it listed line by line and questions along the lines of what exercises can you do and what can't you do. Include first name, last name, and email. Keep it to 10 questions max. So I'm just going to paste this straight into Claude and we're going to press enter. Just lost my enter button for a second. And we're going to get, here's 10 focus questions for gathering client essential information. Now, the reason I got Claude to do this is because I'm lazy and I use AI for everything. But if we go into Typeform, they actually have a pretty nifty feature once you've signed up to click on create a new form. They have a nifty feature where you can just paste in what forms you want created and what questions you want created in your form rather. And if we go form questions and we just paste this in here, and I'm just going to get rid of some of the formatting on here, just the double dots. Oh. And this one here. And we are just going to click on import questions. And it's going to do pretty much all of the hard work for me, which is exactly what I want it to do. So first name, last name, email address, and see how it like adds the fields in as well. It's pretty cool. Main fitness goal, any medical conditions, are there specific exercises you can't perform? Fantastic. This is exactly what we want. So we're going to press publish. So we've got our form really quickly. And we're just going to copy that link and paste it up here for later. And now, so we've got our Typeform part of this. And I'm going to rebuild this from like above this so I can show you what it looks like. And then when we run it, you'll be able to see how it goes. And so the next step is we're going to need a Google Docs template. So I'm going to, again, use Claude to help out. Because what this basically does is every time you run it, it takes a template and then creates a new version of it with the like placeholders of your information, which is pretty damn cool. So this has given us a little welcome information and given us a fake gym as well, which is good. And so we're going to go into our untitled document and just paste this in here. So we've got welcome to Elite Fitness Training, dear client name. Now, one thing I will mention when you're doing templates in here, you do need double curly braces for the template actual tags. So it picks up the correct things. So we're going to make sure that this is all correct. And we're going to run back here, make sure that we have double curly braces for each. And we pretty much are good to go. All right, so let's just take a look at this document. It gives us pretty much all the information we need. So welcome to Elite Fitness Training, your fitness profile, primary goal. I'm just going to put this on a new page, training schedule, and then nutrition guide on a new page too, because I think it looks a little bit better. And obviously you could customize this a little bit more. You put your image in there or whatever, your logo, and we're good to go. So right now we've got our Typeform, we've got our document. We're going to call this template and then client plans. And then we jump into the fun stuff. So this is a little bit technical, but I'm going to try and go through it as slowly as possible so you can understand it as best as possible. However, we're going to be using Claude and we're going to be using JSON. So you haven't used JSON before. Again, I'm going to make this very copy and paste, so you can just take this and not have to worry about writing it yourself too much. It's just a way that we can pass in information into Claude or ChatGPT and get a predictable output. So our prompt here is you're a fitness coaching assistant to normal clients. Your normal clients are general population. Your job is to create exercise program and meal plan for the client. In the meal plan, include the relevant macro split or as respond in JSON. So actually, if I just provide this document, like this blueprint, you'll be able to import it into your make.com and you'll be able to use that. So I'll probably upload that to my free community. That's a good idea. Go me. So what we're going to do is, first and foremost, I'm going to set up my Typeform webhook. So I need to add in a new webhook. So I'm just going to press add and I'm going to select the other Typeform account. I think it's this one here. And we should have my new form at the top. And let's just check. I haven't given it a name yet, so let's call it Client Program Generator. Oh, Generator. Cool. And that's going to save. We'll go back into Make. And let's just find this again. So let's just, might need to refresh this. Client. Nope. All right, so we'll just give this a refresh. Typeform connection. It will probably be this one, but let's just see what it brings out. Let's just see. I'm just going to do this real. Yeah, cool. This is the right one. So now what we need to do is, all right, so Typeform watch responses is our action. So if we were doing this from scratch, it would look like this. So we'd go Typeform, and it would be watch responses, this one here, and it's just that hook that I set up before, and it will essentially go from there. Now, our Anthropic module, which is literally, if you were adding it in, it would be Anthropic Claude, and it would be create a prompt. And what you would need to do is go through and create different messages. So basically the way that you set this up, if you select assistant, that is, you're telling the AI what they are, right? So you're telling Claude, you are a fitness coaching assistant. And then if you do the message as a user and text, that's what a human would be inputting into this, right? So what we're doing here is we're training it to understand what it needs to intercept, right? So we're giving it multiple examples. So we're telling it what it is, we're giving it an example, and then we've got the assistant one again. So we're saying, we want you to respond with this specific information, right? So this is an example training program where it's got client name, client goal, training program, and meal plan down the bottom here, which is the information that we want it to provide every single time. So I've got two more examples here. And then at the bottom, we have the actual information that we're passing in. So once we have this information, so first name, last name, email, all the stuff that we are looking for, let's just make sure that these are all correct. I believe they are. Press OK. So we have this information here. And the way that it responds, it passes, it gives us back the JSON, right? So we need to then pass that JSON so it's legible, is that the word I'm looking for, on our Google Doc, right? So all we need to do is give it the Anthropic response. And then in this Google Docs create a document template, we are going to set this one up now. So our Google account connection's been established, which is good. And what did I call this? Coaching client plan. Yeah, cool. So if we go back here, let's go look for client plan. Should be in here somewhere. Is it this one? No. Template. Maybe because I haven't saved it yet. Let's just refresh this. Client plans. Worst case scenario, I can just take this document ID at the top here and bang this into here. So I'm going to, let me just map this, create a template by mapping. And then my document ID is this one. And then our values, actually, I really want to do it the other way. I want it to find it. So let's just give it a sec. My drive document ID. Why is it scrolling up really high? Here we go. Template client plans. Now we've got file not found. It's there. I don't know what you want from me. Let's just press OK and see if it refreshes. Yeah, great. All right, cool. So what we are going to do, we're going to wait for this to load, and then it brings up our client tags from this here. So client goal, client name, training program, meal plan. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we have our client's details in here. So we're going to add in first name and then last name. So first name space last name. Our client's goal. So we're going to have, where is it here? Main fitness goal. And then we need to put in the response from our Anthropic Claude and JSON information in here. Now, because we haven't run this yet, there's a little hack to get what it's going to produce. So it's double curly braces, the number 3, because this is the third module. And then it's going to be training program and then double curly braces. And it's going to be like not filled in because it hasn't run yet and it doesn't know it exists, but it should be fine when we run it. And if it's not fine, then we have issues. So then we're going to create a title for it. So we're going to just call it first name, last name, meal plan and training plan. And we're going to save it in my drive, and then we'll just see if we can get a new documents location. Let's just go client programs. I think that's my old coaching folder, but that's fine. So now if we save this, we should have a working flow, and should is the keyword. Whenever I run these and go to test them, I always have errors the first time. So let's get this started. So right now to test it, we're going to click on run once and we're going to fill out this form together. So I'm going to say my first name is Matt. Oh, last name is Lambourne. Email is matt@knockonautomation.com. Lose weight is going to be the goal. Medical conditions, no. Specific exercises you cannot perform, none. Let's say I'm an advanced lifter. Favorite healthy foods, let's say pizza, tacos, beef, and chicken. And foods you strongly dislike, sweet potato. And how many days can you commit to exercising? Let's say 4. And if we click on submit, it should run through. So it's picked it up straight away, which is good. Now let's see if we get we have an error. Fantastic. So it did give us our information back. So if we just look at content here and text response, let's see, insufficient. Interesting. Required information. It didn't like it. So, all right, let's backtrack here a second. Did we? Okay, cool. I hadn't fixed this from the template. So let's go back and fix this firstly. So let's just go backspace, first name, backspace, last name, email. I think it's really good to go through, troubleshooting in a video, because I see so many people, like people even I follow, who do this kind of stuff. And when I'm like watching a training video from them, sometimes they just look too perfect, and I'm like, man, that's not that's not normal. Nutrition preferences, favorite foods, yeah, cool. Disliked foods and dietary restrictions, none. Where is it? Dietary restrictions. maybe we don't have a dietary restrictions on this one. I'm just going to write none for the time being because I can't be bothered going through and changing that. So we press OK. And then what was the error over here? So file not found. Okay. It might be trying to go off me having mapped this out. So let's just have a quick look. And if I just go by mapping, I just want to maybe delete this and press OK. Document ID. Oh, yeah, I don't want it in there. Document ID. Client plans. Cool. That should be fine. I think that's okay. It might be this here. Document location. Let's just choose a random folder. Matt's YouTube videos. Perfect. Press OK. Now if we hit save, and unfortunately I'm going to have to go through and run this again. So I'm going to go through and fill out this information again. And it takes a bit of time. Matt Lambourne. Oh. Lambourne. Matt Lambourne. Cool. Weight loss. No. None. Okay, let's say B, intermediate. Favorite healthy food, pizza, tacos, beef, chicken, rice. Strongly dislike Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. How many days a week? 4. And press submit. Cool. And that should have run our automation again. So it looks like it's actually going through now because it's taking a bit longer. And we will wait for this to pop up. So in the meantime, I'm going to open up Drive and see if we can find Matt's YouTube videos. Yeah, here we go. Cool. It'll bring out the information that we're after. So this looks like it's succeeded. It's passed our JSON. It looks like it's created the document too. So let's just wait for it. Let's just see. It has, but it didn't give me the location that I wanted it to. So let's just copy this and paste this. All right, cool. So we've got welcome to Elite Fitness Training. Dear Matt Lambourne, your fitness primary goal is weight loss. And it didn't give us our training program and it didn't give us our nutrition guide. So let's go back and troubleshoot that for a second. And it'll probably be to do with something with the naming of the information that we got back from Claude. So if we go into response, so content response, and actually, no, we can do this. Click on the JSON bundle and document template, training program. So it generated the training program, but it just didn't populate it properly. So if we click on this here and have a look at the information down the bottom. Yeah, so this my little hack didn't work, which it should have. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's because it's a nested, but that's fine. So we just backspace this and select meal plan. Yeah, because it needed to go document template and then meal plan. That's fine. And we save this. And if we ran it again, we run once and I'll fill this out one more time. We should be able to get our show on the road. Fred, again, info@fredagain.com. Weight loss. Let's say he's got no injuries. Bench press. Cool. That's actually a bad example because I didn't take into account those things that... Actually, no, I think I did. Yeah, that's fine. Never mind. Healthy foods, tacos, beef burgers, chicken thigh curry. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Whoops. Strongly dislike, let's say, sweet potato and pork. Cool. How many days a week? 4. And if we hit, just make sure that's running. Yep, cool. So we hit submit again. It will run through, hopefully run our automation perfectly and give us a training program that people can jump in and start training. So obviously with this one, if you have like a coaching platform, like a Trainerize or something, this ain't going to be as useful to you. But if you're like just wanting to deliver training programs, say if you own like a gym or something like that and you want to deliver training programs to all your clients, this is all you need. Looks like we've succeeded here. And we've got Fred again, training program and meal plan. Dear Fred again, primary goal is weight loss. And here we go, a custom program. Training schedule, week 1 to 4, training program. Monday, full body strength and HIIT, barbell squats, dumbbell. And if we go down, we'll have our meal plan too, daily nutrition guide, 2,200 calories, 165 grams of protein, macro meal split per meal, and then breakfast options. Now you can tailor this to look a little bit nicer, but you get the idea. Like you can generate a lot of meal plans really quickly, a lot of training programs really quickly with just like 4 steps. And using Typeform makes it feel premium. And obviously in this situation, I'd probably add a delay here. So I'd probably put in like some sleep modules so that it doesn't send straight away. Or, you would just send this to, because Make doesn't have like a good sleep module. So you can't say like wait 2 hours. You would just like send this to Zapier with the link to the Google Doc. And you would say like wait 2 hours in Zapier and then you would finish it off. But that's how you can create a training program and template it and actually, really save some time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you want a free course on how to automate your business, or if you want this template, it'll be inside I'm going to do that right now so I don't forget. If you want this blueprint so that you can, we're explaining the flow. If you want this blueprint so that you can do it yourself, you should be able to find that in my school. So I'll speak to you guys soon. Hope you're having a fantastic day.